I need to acknowledge the domination UConn has had in the NCAA tournament historically. These numbers are remarkable. Going back to the 2023 NCAA tournament, UConn is 17-1 against the spread. Since 2009, UConn is 33-7 against the spread in the Big Dance. They've won 18 straight games from the Sweet 16 out forward. They've dominated non-conference opponents, and of course, Illinois is a non-conference opponent. Over the last 4 years, UConn is 56-6 straight up and 44-18 against the spread against non-conference opponents. When you isolate those non-conference games to those with totals of 142 or less, UConn is 21-0 straight up and 18-3 against the spread over the last 4 years. 21-0 straight up against non-conference opponents with totals of 142 points or less. They've also gone 7-0 straight up and against the spread against Big Ten conference opponents since 2022. And of course, I cannot forget to mention Dan Hurley. Of course, we're dealing with Dan Hurley, who I believe is the best postseason coach I've seen in my lifetime anyway. He is 14-0 against the spread from the round 32 forward, 14-0. And I believe he's 5-0 straight up and against the spread from the Final Four forward. Incredible numbers for Dan Hurley. Now, with that said, there are some issues with Connecticut that I'll get into right now, which is why I like Illinois minus the points. Number one, the comeback, right? Everyone's talking about the 19-point comeback by UConn. Unbelievable. I was upstairs working here in my office. My son was downstairs watching the game, and I lost track of it. He was yelling and screaming down there, Daddy, did you see that shot? Did you see that shot? I did not see it. I got wrapped up with work, and I lost track of it. I turned the TV on, and sure enough, Mullins drained the three from the half court practically to complete the comeback for the Huskies. Unbelievable. That was the sixth largest comeback of any NCAA tournament team in tournament history. So of those 6 teams that made the dramatic comebacks like UConn, 4 of the 6 have lost straight up and against the spread in their last game, in their next game. So that's not a good omen for UConn. Also, beating Duke is also not a good omen. If you look historically in the NCAA tournament, teams that defeat Duke are 2-9 straight up and against the spread after defeating the Blue Devils in their next game in tournament action. Now, there are 3 very strong technical trends that I really like in this game that support Illinois minus the points. Let's get right to it. Technical trend number 1. Illinois enters the Final Four of 4 straight against the spread tournament wins, which is a buy sign on the Fighting Illini. Why is it a buy sign? Because tournament teams coming off 4 straight up and against the spread wins are 21-12-1 against the spread. That's 64%. In addition, teams coming off 4 straight ATS tournament wins are 22-12-2 against the spread, 65% from the Elite 8 round forward, covered by an average margin of 3.7 points per game. Good numbers there for Illinois. Technical trend number 2. Illinois is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the nation, ranking 5th at 78%. That's significant because tournament teams shooting 75% or better from the foul line are 203, 155, and 3 against the spread. That's 57% against the spread, including 115 and 78 against the spread, 60% since 2021. Now, even better, tournament teams like Illinois shooting 77% or better from the foul line are 85, 58 against the spread. That's 59.4%, including 65 and 39 against the number, 63% since 2018. Here's my third and final trend that I like that supports my investment on Illinois minus the points. Teams off a win that trailed by 10 or more points like UConn. That was a 19-point comeback. I think they were down 15.5. In their next game, they're 52-70-1 against the spread, 42.6 since 2014. Now, that is unbelievable. Now, teams coming off a tournament win in which they trailed by double digits are 36-49 against the spread. It's very similar percentage, 42.4%. So they mirror one another in regular season and in NCAA tournament action. The same outcomes, about 42.5% for both. Now, before I go on, if you like this video and you like the analysis, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, and I'd love to hear your comments. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. So if you could let me know what your thoughts are, what teams you like, where you lean over, under, against the spread. I'm very interested, and I'll try to get involved as much as possible after this video is published. So remember to subscribe and like the video. I really appreciate it. Now, from a metric standpoint, analytically, Illinois has very favorable numbers. So what I really like, I'm going to give you five or six bullet points of things that really support Illinois. One, they have the 10th lowest turnover rate in the country. They dominate the offensive glass, so they get a lot of second chance opportunities. They rank third nationally in offensive rebound percentage. So that's important against UConn. They will get second chance opportunities. They also foul at the lowest rate in the country. So Illinois' defense, not only has it improved over the course of the season and throughout the tournament, they don't foul. I mean, if you look at their first three opponents in the tournament, Penn, VCU, and Houston, they only had 10 total free throw attempts combined between the three of them. That's unbelievable. So, and they also, as I mentioned, Illinois' defense continues to improve. They ranked 43rd now in 2-point field goal percentage allowed. 3-point percentage allowed, they ranked 37th. So I think UConn is not going to have much success outside. They like to get it inside anyway, but I really like Illinois in their interior defense, and it keeps getting better and better. They also rank 6th overall in total rebound percentage. That's Illinois does. So I think they're going to control the glass, which is going to be significant against UConn. They don't commit fouls. They're one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country, which towards the end of the game is going to be critical. And I really, really like the fact that their interior defense and 3-point defense is very, very good. Now, let me quickly address the under. 139.5 points. I'm going to give you a couple of trends here, and you can write these down or replay it at your will. Since 2016, NCAA tournament games are 80, 54-1 to the under. From round 3 forward, that's 60%, dating back to 2016. Number 1 seeds are 62, 44-1 to the under. From the Sweet 16 round forward, including 35-13 under since 2019. Technical trend number 2, which I would like to share with you, since 2017, Big Ten teams are 51-33 to the under, that's 61%, in the tournament from round 2 forward, including 26-14 under, that's 65% since 2023. Moreover, Big Ten conference team favorites are 77-61 to the under in the tournament. That's 56%, including 42-29, 62% since 2019. My third and final technical trend that supports the under in this game, Big East Conference schools seeded number 1 or number 2 in the NCAA tournament are 27-16-1 to the under, 63%, including 17-5 to the under, 77.3% since 2019, going under by an average margin of 5.3 points per game. I like the under. I like Illinois -2. Lay it with Illinois. Take the under. I know people like to bet the over. Who wants to watch a game and root against points and scoring? But the under is the right play here. Illinois laying the points is the right play. So those are my 2 best bets. Illinois -2. The under 139.5 points in the UConn Illinois game. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Please give this thing a thumbs up. I'm going to be coming back on a regular basis to provide more videos and analysis on all of the games in NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, and soon enough, football. So make sure you join me at Keim's Corner, and I look forward to seeing you soon.